Do you find yourself misplacing content you've created in Copysmith? Let me show you how to stay organized. When you open up the Files tab in the left sidebar, this is the page you'll find yourself on. There are three layers of organization in Copysmith: projects, folders, and files. Projects are the highest level of organization and both the parent to projects and files. Folders live within projects, and files, where your content actually lives, can either be stored directly in a project or in a folder. Let me show you a few ways to use those three levels to stay organized. When you open up the Files tab, over in the left sidebar, you'll see a few different sections. You'll see all files at the top where all your generations can be found. You'll see a bookmark section where all of your bookmark generations can be found. And then below that, you see projects. Let me show you my approach to organizing. In this first example, social content, you can see that I've created a project for all my social content, and then I've created a folder for each of my clients underneath that project. In the second example is blog content, but this time I've broken my blog content not into clients, but actually into topics, so technology, marketing, and artificial intelligence. In our third example here, I've broken down several folders into a single client. So for client A, I have a folder for social, blog content, and product descriptions. There's no wrong way of organizing here, but be sure you're utilizing both projects and folders to keep yourself organized and not losing content. Let me give you 3 tips for navigating the Files tab. The first is around permissions and sharing files with your team. When you open up any of your generations, you're going to see an option in the upper right-hand corner to share content. From here, you can choose a team member who's in your Copysmith account from the dropdown and decide whether or not they should be a viewer or an editor. If you don't see a team member that you need here and you're an admin or an owner of your account, you'll see the option to add another team member directly from this step. You also have the option at the top to share the entire folder or just share the single generation that you've selected. But what if you want to share an entire project or an entire folder, not just a generation? To do that, go back to your Files tab, and on the left-hand side, click the 3 dots next to a project or a folder, and you'll see the same option to share with team, and you'll go through the same steps that you did last. Next, I want to show you how to easily export multiple files at once. If you open up a generation, you're going to see the option on the right-hand side under the 3 dots to download copy to a variety of formats. But if you want to export more than just a single file at one time, go back to your Files tab. And on the right side, next to a project or a folder, just like if you were sharing with your team, click the 3 dots and click Export to CSV. This will download a CSV with all of the generations within that project or that folder all at one time. Next, I want to show you how to filter. Let's say you're not using projects, you're not using folders, your generations are everywhere, and you're having a hard time finding them. All you have to do is go to the All Files tab at the top. You have the option to search here by the type of template you used or by what you named the file. But you also have the option to click this filter icon over here on the right, and then you can filter by template type. So maybe you're trying to find all of your social media captions, your blog content, whatever it is, you can filter by the template type here, and it'll isolate those specific files for you. With that, enjoy being organized and happy copysmithing.